to be, then there's a need to put systems in place. Today is 23rd. This is part 2, 23rd of 2025. Okay. So we have the subtopic which says the first system every life requires. Okay. The first systems. Every life requires. Okay. And for your life to actually be balanced, you actually need to understand it. And there's no need to say, I don't want to know, I don't want to understand. You're actually doing yourself no back. So it's good that you don't know about it, because the rules of knowing learning is to know. And once you know it, to guide you. So the first one is called context for the concept. Okay. So on the context of the concept, we discuss the system is the goal. Okay. Number 2, why system matters. Number 3, we're looking at goals, define outcome, system goal. Goals, define outcomes, system goals. Okay. System produces sustainable and scalable success. System produces sustainable and scalable success. Okay, the last one but not the 4 system every life requires. The 4 system every life. So for those that are just joining us, we'll do some revision. Yes, we started talking about the system is the goal. So you make sense the goal, even when you do not hit the target or hit the target, but at least you understand the processes that will actually bring the result you need. You understand the processes. So because there are systems, don't ask yourself, did I hit the goal this year 2025? Because all of us started the year with big goals, big dreams. It will be a best year of my life. You went to church, new resolution, you jump up and down, and then you start the year. I want to get 6, I want to get there, I want to achieve this. But the fact is that don't ask yourself today, did I hit the goal? No. You ask yourself, you discourage, if you did not, if you hit it, you will not understand what made it did. Ask yourself, did I run the system? That's the right question to ask, because if you run the system, you win every day. Every day you do what you say you will do, whether you feel it, whether you feel like it or not, you won, you're a winner. Winning, success means finishing anything start. But success is different for many people. I want to be a footballer, I became, that's a success to me. I want to be a professor, I became, that's a success to me. I want to be, of course, a teller, I want to be an entrepreneur. So whatever thing you start, you finish, you're success. I want to brush my mouth, you brush your mouth, you succeeded. I want to take my bed, you wear your clothes. Whatever you say you want to do, anything you finish, anything you intend to do, you start and finish, you succeeded. So you want most of the things, you focus on systems. So shift your focus from income to building systems, business systems. Shift your focus from spirituality to building spiritual rhythm. Shift your focus from happiness to building relational habits. So systems don't just achieve goal, it surpasses goal. Transform, be transformed by the way of your mind. Transformation comes from patterns and not promises. So that is what we talk about, why system matters. Why am I hammering on system? Because most of the times you don't hit your goals, not because you couldn't hit them, but just because you're focusing on the bigger picture, the outcome, and you forget the processes that will actually bring out the outcome. So goals have dominated personal development for decades. So goals give direction and they do not guarantee transformation. Long-term success is not produced by intention alone, of course, it's by structure and system. So goals matters because as a good tree bears good fruit. So the problem is never the fruit, never the goal, never the outcome. The problem is the tree. So it's a system that produces the outcome. Whatever outcome you desire, of course, it is your routine, your habit, your behavior, your character that make up the system. So you need to focus more on the system that produces the outcome than the outcome only. The outcome matters, and what produces the outcome matters more. So that leads us to start defining goals, define outcomes, and then system building. So what we did yesterday was to redefine goals. So we said that goal is simply a specific measurable outcome not a dream, not a wish, and not a fantasy. It's a decision to cut off every other options. It's a destination and a target. So he that has no goals goes nowhere. If you cannot achieve the goal, you never set. It's good to set a goal. It's not a bad thing. But let's look at what system is. We discussed that yesterday. We had a lot of notes yesterday. That a system is simply a process, a routine, a rhythm, a habit that you have created that will help you achieve these sustainable goals, measurable goals. Of course, you have designed and you have decided to create for your life. So what you do consistently is, of course, is a system, a structure that increases the probability of results and outcomes and success. So those structures is system. So what's the key difference between goals and system? Goals is outcome, system is the process that produces the outcome. So goal is the outcome, system is the process that produces the outcome. So if you actually understood this, definitely you may miss the goal, but you always achieve to run a system. So the insight was that I told you that the real goal is not the outcome, the real goal and the higher goal is a routine that guarantees the outcome. Okay, so for those of us joining us right now, don't no problem about it. So commit your works to the Lord and your plans will be established. So plans, okay, let me try and see this one. Okay. Okay, better. Thank you so much. So, plans succeed when they are backed with consistent action. Goal define outcomes by describing the outcome, your desires, your health and fitness, your financial, spiritual, personal goals. Is a system that creates the outcome because it's the infrastructure that holds the building. So goals could be smart, measurable, attainable, relevant, realistic, time bound, of course, relate to your values and your vision. Definitely for sure. So we stopped yesterday by telling us that if you set a goal without a system, it will end up in frustration. That's where we stopped yesterday. Yes or yes? Okay. A few things to ask us to write before we leave this particular outcome. So, and write it on your note, right? Very important. Write it like this on your note. Let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. If you miss a goal, you can always run a system. Right now, if you miss a goal, you can always run a successful system. If you miss a goal, if you miss your target, you miss your destination, you can always run a successful system. So our target is to focus on system. Right now, if you miss a goal, you can always run a successful system. So write it down in a full stop. A system always produces outcome that can be scalable. A system always produces outcome that can be scalable and repeatable. A system will always produce outcome that can be scalable, repeatable, and replicable based on routine. Full stop. A system will always produce outcome that can be scalable, repeatable, and replicable because it's based on routine. So system will always produce outcome that is scalable, repeatable, replicable. So because it's based on routine. Because it's based on routine. So, everybody has a number. There's a law called the law of average. The law of average says that the probability of having an outcome for a number of times you make an attempt, of course, it depends. Will give you will give you your number. For example, now if I throw a dice, the more attempts I throw the dice, the more likely I will have to double six. Agree with me? Yes or yes? The more I try, one day I'll have double. So I begin to count the number of times I throw it out. So if I keep throwing it the 10 times, I have double six within the 10 times. That means it probably shows that for every 10 times I throw the dice, my energy and my frequency and rhythm and my habit will always be in double six. So I can put that perspective. If we have double six times two, I have to make 20 attempts. If I make 20 calls, 20 text message, advertise my business, and they give me one buyer, that means I have a number. If I want two buyers to double the number. So focus on a routine, a habit, a day rhythm that I must show up to millionaire school, read this book, do this. I'll get one sign up. Definitely, if I want to get two, I should double the number. So find your number. Tell your neighbor, find your number. Tell them I'm a success. Tell your neighbor I'm a millionaire. So you make the routine that guarantees the outcome, the primary goals. Write it on your notes. Make the routine. Make the routine that guarantees the outcome, the primary goal. So make the routine that guarantee the outcome the primary goal. Whether it's wellness or fitness, whether it's nutrition, exercise, rest, where is you want to go to, you want to achieve anything. So there's a pattern. For example, if I make a decision that I want to have 6 packs now, so that is my goal. My goal is that I want to achieve 6 packs. That's my goal. If I just go to gym and register by January or by this time of the day, it will not take me too much to repeat because the challenges that will come will be some variable. The pains and the so what will make it achievable is that that's my goal. I really write my goal down, the bigger picture of what I want to achieve. So now I want to put up a process, a system that will make sure I don't miss the gym. So I tell my wife, baby, please be my accountability partner. Wake me up. My alarm will be up by 4 o'clock. By 5, I'm dressing up to go to gym. By 6, I'm back home to dress to go to work. Imagine that kind of thing. So I put a system in place that makes an accountability. And so, please, if I don't just pour me water or something, hit my back or something, wake me up, use something. So I put up something that makes it impossible for me to stop. I said it should be 90 days. And now call another my gym instructor. Please make sure my phone is ringing. So you put up processes that make sure you are going to that gym. Because if I say I want to drive a car, I don't am driving by in the classroom. I must be at the back of the steering. Agree with me? Yes or yes? I cannot do it in proxy. I want to guess I must go to gym. I want to learn how to swim. I cannot do it in classroom or book. I must get involved. Get involved. So without not putting the processes, accountability system in place, the KPI, the SOPs, the DMO, daily method of operation, the KPI, key performance indicators, or the SOP, standard operating procedure, I will always compromise. You know how we compromise? Because we are wearing flesh. Don't be ignorant about this thing called flesh. Flesh like comfort. It likes to enjoy. Nobody likes to suffer. All of us like to enjoy. So once you give flesh comfort, nothing goes in comfort zone. So the reason why people say big goals and they cannot hit the goals is because they did not put out the pressure that make it sustainable. And the thing is this, because the time you wake up in the morning and you ensure that you get to the gym, so you can tell somebody, this is what I do. I follow this process to get this result at the normal time. But if you don't know the process, you just wake up anytime, sometimes you wake up by 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock, you are doing it anyhow. Random exercise don't give consistent result. What gives consistent result is small daily discipline. Consistently practice give radical difference. So looking at it today, so anything you must do, put up a system in place so that I can make it a reality. Okay, so let's begin to look at why this system, because goals have limitation. And what is the limitation of goals and the possibility of not missing out on your goals if you put systems in place? So let's do outline number 3. Outline number 3. System produce sustainable and scalable results. Outline number 3. System produce. Number 4. System produce scalable, sustainable and scalable success. So anything you want to scale, you need to have, because you cannot scale when you don't know the number. So first thing you need to write is that system builds momentum. System builds momentum. And then what I said, momentum, now write the limitation of goals. So number 1 limitation of goal is that goals can be, let me even put it this way. Goals can be A, hit or miss. Number 2, goals can be temporary. Like every year you come up with a different goals. Today you did this is what I want. Goals can be a fluke. A fluke. Can be a fluke. FLUKES. And goals can bring number the D1. Goals can result without system. Goals can give a result without system. Can give a result without system. And once you do that, you cannot repeat it. Are often goals are results without system are often not repeatable. Are often not repeatable. So the challenge with goals is that things like this just happen to you. I don't know what I did though. I sent the right text, the right people, and I was at the right place at the right time. Boom, opportunity shows up, and up I took the advantage. So repeat the outcome now. I don't know. Repeat the result now. I don't know. So repeating result becomes difficult because there was no, anything you start without the mindset of learning how it works, it wasn't a learning program. So anything you start with the mindset of learning how to work, learning to place, because you be careful about the things you do daily that will give that result. And the purpose of having processes is that you can repeat outcomes and results. So you can sustain it. You can never sustain anything that of course, without discipline. The discipline you form in the process, the discipline you develop in the process, helps you sustain outcomes and results. Sustainability becomes difficult. Have you not seen that I have money this year, next month I have money again, this month I have money? Their life is not, it's roller coaster. They don't know what they did. Because I don't know what I did. I just send the text, make the right call, make the right sales. My life just, I just sell 20 lands of property. Repeat the outcome now. They cannot repeat it. So the challenge it goes is that it can be hit, it can be missed. So you go to 20 million, that you can hit, you can miss it. But the thing that is also temporary is a fluke. Fluke means that you cannot repeat it. You don't know what you did right. And the results without systems are often not repeatable. That's the last one here. Result without a number. So why system? I talk about we are here. System produce sustainable and scalable goals. So we have to talk about limitations of goals. So the next one we're going to look at now. I don't know whether I can clean this. If I've written this one down, shall I? If not written it down, shall wait for me? Really? Really? I don't understand. Okay, copy from your neighbor, Mbok. I want to conclude this class by tomorrow because there's a lot to share. Um, so, okay. The power of system. I don't want to write there because it will take my hand down like that. So I want to clean this. Okay, let me just clean some and be writing. Let me clean from B and be writing so that we will not be wasting a lot of time already. So we need to look at the power of system. The subtopic, power of system. So the power of system is that, okay, the power of system, you have to, as a system focuses on focus on A, actions you can control, actions you can control. B, it focuses on daily executions, daily executions. C, action focuses on progress over perfection. Action focuses on progress over perfection. D, action focuses on system that can be optimized daily even when the result lack. System that can be optimized daily even when the result lack. When the result lacks. Now, you know what happened to you? It will fuel your energy because you know, okay, my process is that mentor, I want to get 1 million every month, 2 million, everything is possible. There's no limitations. Everything is possible. The thing is that are you skillful and competent enough? Because all possibilities are not probable. 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 So it is possible for everybody to make 1 billion naira every 12 months. It's possible. But the probability of it happening to you depends on your skills and competence. Skills and competence. So if you're not skillful enough, if you cannot skill and competent, if you're not skillful enough, you cannot. All of us can be a medical doctor. Possibilities. Probability. Are you skillful enough to learn the anatomy, the human body, the surgery? All of us can be a lawyer. There's possibilities. But are you skillful enough? Have you acquired the skills? Have you submitted your brain to learning? All of us can become a millionaire, a billionaire, a good family, a good husband, a good wife, a good CEO. All of us can own real estate. All of us can own a private jet. It's possibility. That's a possibility. But the probability depends on your skills and competence. Okay? So, I like to do this, but we have to do it again. Yes, if I learn how. I want to ask some questions, but you give me, yes, if I learn how. Can you become a medical doctor? Yes, if I learn how. Can you become a lawyer? Yes, if I learn how. Can you become a billionaire? Yes, if I learn how. Can you make more money every day? Yes, if I learn how. Can you own a private jet? Yes, if I learn how. Anything, if you can learn, you will know. Because learning, knowledge is a waste product of learning. The most powerful factor is learning. Because learning is a royal habit. So the systems controls your daily actions. You have a number. Okay, mentor, please, from now onward, if I come to this office, I will send 50 texts, 50 calls, I will do follow-up, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. You have a KPI to give to you. Every day, if you consistently do that thing, with over a period of time, you have a number. Once you that every 5 days you have a number, every day you have a number, what you need to do is to scale your number. Tell us scale. You cannot scale what is not documented. Tell your neighbor, whatever you don't document overwhelms you. Tell your neighbor, whatever you document, you can modify. Okay, I think this other mic is giving me issues. The noise is giving there. So, and thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. So, the thing is this. You need to understand this is about daily execution, progress or perfection. A lot of us want to be perfect, Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect. This is a problem. Once you carry this skin called flesh, perfection no day. Only one man that is perfect, that is God, Christ. That is the only perfect person. But working towards perfection every day. Progress. Progress. Don't just get busy. Make progress. Don't beat ourselves. You don't forgive yourself. Don't forgive anybody. You overthink overwhelms you. Your mind is scattered, your spirit is scattered, your energy is exhausted. So understanding this, it will help you a lot. Okay. Even when the result lag, you not get the result you truly desire. But you will fulfill that you follow process. Follow process. So what's the key insight? Let me show the key. I've talked about limitation of goals, the power of a system. Let's begin to look at the key insight. Because the key insight will give you to make you to look beyond your physical sight, to look inward. Okay? I have two of them here, key insights. Number one, key insight is that when the system is the win, you are winning every day. When the system is the win, you are winning every day. Okay. Number two, system shift success from emotions to momentum. Very, very important. Systems shift success from emotions to momentum. So it's very important. You get to know this. Because most of the time you feel discouraged. I feel like quitting. I'm tired. You are attaching emotions to the result, the outcome. Remove your emotion from result. Develop a system of consistent action. Mentor, come what may. As the Lord tarries, as an entrepreneur, as an investor, I'm a kind of product to the market. Every day, behave like a Kara woman. Behave like a bookie. Come rain, come sun, a Kara woman will always do that Kara every morning. I went in the junction of my street. No? This man showed up in my estate, one of the places. The woman shows up, rainy season, dry season, come Hamatan, no condition change that woman. She's always consistent. there's suya spot. Aboki don't miss it. 4 o'clock, they started putting the 3 o'clock, I put the 5 from this time that in the market, getting the suya, the meat and all of that, consistent. That is a man who is involved in transaction. That's a man who is involved in what I call active income. Active income. Active income. That's the man that's involved in active. It's called workshop, active. What if you are doing it in passive? What you are doing it in residual income? Residual income. Where you have leverage. Leverage. Okay, my brother, there's no limitations there. Copy from banks. Copy from fast food and serious. Does bank have the time to open up? Yes. Time they close? Yes. They don't do it anyhow. They feel like opening up at 11 o'clock today. Tada! 12 o'clock, tada. So people are feeling like failure is, in fact, is your surname. Is your birthright. So the thing is this. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will definitely reap our harvest. The harvest depends on the persistence, not on burst of effort. If you are too rigid when it comes to your goals and the specific outcome and the target, you will quit, you will be discouraged, you will be deflected if you miss it. So write it down your note. If you are too rigid when it comes to your goal, if you are too rigid when it comes to your goal, if you are too rigid, when it comes to your goal or the specific outcomes you desire, if you are too rigid when it comes to your goal, if you are too rigid when it comes to your goal, If you are too rigid when it comes to your goal, comma, or specific outcome that you desire. If you are too rigid when it comes to your goal or specific outcome that you desire, you'll be discouraged if you missed it. If you are too rigid when it comes to your goal or specific outcome that you desire, comma, you'll be discouraged if you miss it. You'll be discouraged, demoralized, overwhelming, tired if you miss it. You know, I put this next year. This year I will make 10 million naira in 12 months. Every month I will make 8.2, 8.2, 8.2. You know, every month I will make 1 million. You're so rigid. I will have sign up. You are too rigid about the outcome. You confess the outcome. You speak in tongues. You fast and pray for the outcome. Without the processes, you're forgotten the outcome. My brother, my sister, if you miss it, oh, it will still pain you. You know, I want this kind of man, my husband, my wife. I want the kind of a car. You are too focused on it, and if you miss it, it will pain you. But you focus on the process. So for me to become the CEO, I must read every day. I must talk about CEOs. I must read 10 books about CEOs. I must attend CEOs meetings. I must get involved in the community that teach me, train me, that show me. So you focus on the activities. Even when you know hit the goal, you have gotten some results, and that's encouraging because if you win daily, you have won it. Fulfillment comes by daily winning. It is our winning every day. Say, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. How do you win? Set up daily targets, set up daily goals, set up daily routine, achieve those routine. Forget about the result. The result will show in the due time. I plant corn. Corn takes maximum of 5 days to germinate before you can start playing up. Corn, 5 days. So every day I remove the corn and say, you this corn, I believe in you. You are the best corn on earth. You will never disappoint me. Keep them out 3 hours. I can't go for again. That corn don't die already before you start the journey. You agree with me? Yes or yes? And no matter how I'm prayerful I am, it takes 3 months for the normal sweet corn, 4 months for normal local corn for it to come out. Cassava 1 year, there's no 2 ways about it. If you eat it in 3 months, you don't spoil the show. I put cassava seed that come out and look at cassava seed, you know I believe in you. I know you will never fail us. Put it back again 3 hours. The guy you are just in time. Just make sure you do the daily routine and leave it there. You know, some of us are very funny. You want to turn a chicken to an eagle. It's not possible. If you pursue chicken, catch chicken, fowl now, broilers or all these cockerel or any normal chicken. Say, chicken, I believe in you. You can soar, you can fly, the king of the best. As you try, you do you come down again. Pursue and catch them again. It's the same thing. Try but you come down again. Because you don't have the capacity. At the end of you end up with chicken shit. The same thing happens to so many of our goals. No, follow the routine, follow the processes, set up the processes that will help you achieve that. And in some cases, you are going to hit the goal. In other cases, you are going to miss it. That is obviously sure. It's not the time you shoot on your goal, you target to get it. So you have a goal, but the most important thing is the routine that will create that result. In this aspect, goals are temporary because if you are going to set new goals every time of your life, definitely you have problem with discouragement and you fight yourself. So whatever you are aiming for today, the time of course next year is surely going to change. But if your goals, of course, are focusing on the processes that will bring the result, God, the truth of the matter that even if you do not achieve that goal, you actually fulfill. And if you achieve that goal, you can repeat again and again. Because results without system are often not repeatable. Write that one, very important. Results without systems are often not repeatable. Results without system are often not repeatable. Results without systems are often not repeatable. Results without systems are often not repeatable. Full stop. Systems helps you control your daily habits. Systems helps you control your daily habits, your rhythm, momentum, action, and execution. Systems helps you control your daily habits, command, momentum, actions, execution, rhythm, etc. So, in fact, if you're not written anything down today, let me check my time. Oh, I have 5 minutes more, don't worry. I'll just give few statements, then we can call it today. Write this one very important. Please don't miss this point. Even though, okay, if you're not written anything today in my class, I know you're busy. Follow me online, YouTube, Facebook, offline here. There's no problem, but write this one thing. At least you just think about this thing I'm about to tell you. Anything that does not change your daily routine does not change your life. Anything that does not change your daily routine, your habit, your rhythm, can never change your life. Anything that does not change your daily routine can never change your life. Anything that does not change your daily routine cannot change your life. So you come into the community and we tell you, oh, we now based on it, we spend 1 hour every day in the morning, 8 to 9 to invest. You're on a journey, put the APs, put the connect on YouTube, connect on Facebook, anywhere you're watching us from the world. Please know that means your routine is that every day you must feed yourself, because I keep telling you, man, man, man is a spirit that lives in a body. Man is a spirit that lives in a body that has a mind. So as food is to the body, so you need word of God to the spirit. So you need, of course, knowledge to the mind. Knowledge. So if you don't have knowledge invested in yourself every day, knowledge is to the mind. So you are going to starve. As same thing. If you don't eat today, your body will be weak, no matter how strong you are. Don't eat for 1 month, your body will be weak. The same thing, if you don't pray, you don't make daily, of course, a relationship with your God. Whatever you call God is fine. Worship stone, whatever you want to worship. But I can tell you for sure, we have the Almighty, the divinity that is the bigger of them all. So whatever your spirit, so the spirit of man cannot say without worshiping anything. That's why if you don't worship God, you worship Satan, you worship stone, you worship anything. So because the spirit of man can never stay without it yearns for worship. It bow down to anything. It's like God. So it's not like you just know the true God from the scriptures and there's accepting as a personal Lord and Savior. It's fine. That's my advice to you. But your spirit can never stay without not worshiping. Your body can never stay without food. If at the day you start without food, it starts shrinking, it starts reducing. And definitely your mind cannot stay without knowledge. So you're not feeding it daily. You don't make a daily plan to feed it. It's a problem already. So every day I do what I have to do, I am a winner. Write it down on your note. Every day I do what I have to do, I am a winner. Write the way I said you write it on your note. Every day comma, I do what I have to do, comma, I am a winner. Every day I do what I have to do, I am a winner. So if you define your day like that, it will be good. If I come in the morning, I do millionaire school, do this one, I won. Whether the results came out the way I want or not, I know if I do it consistently, I will get the result. And it's true. So I can tell you what I do to get. Every businessman has pattern. We have rhythm. We are scheduled. We are scheduled, and it's predictable. Every day I do what I have to do, I am a winner. Every day I do what I meant to do, I'm winning. So value progress over perfection. So if you do what you say you will do, whether you feel like it or not, you won. You won the battle already. So imagine defining yourself as a winner every day. It's going to make a lot of change. It's going to give you the audacity and the courage to stand up, to take action. So why not set up a daily routine of what you want to do every day will give you the desired result you want? You don't have to set it up, get a mentor. That's why I'm talking. We have mentors here that are ready to mentor, guide you. Don't achieve the result you want to achieve. Because that is why I keep telling you, don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Because mentorship is a little shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. Have a wonderful day. We'll conclude the class tomorrow. That's the best we can take today. And bye-bye for now. So for the rest of us looking at me from this side of the hall, whatever I normally do is that whenever I'm teaching like this, I like to get feedback from you. Because I know that without feedback, communication is not complete. So what we are going to do right now, Mr. George, you have forgotten us. We are done with this class already. Thank you, sir. So what I have to do now is that you have to check your notes and you have to do